Can you be rich and still live with peace? Can you chase success without losing your soul? The Stoics believed you could, but only if you redefine what wealth truly means. Today, we're diving into a paradox that has challenged emperors, entrepreneurs, and everyday people for centuries. How do you be rich without being ruined? This is Stoic wealth, and it's not what you think. 1. The Stoic view of wealth. Stoicism doesn't reject wealth. In fact, many Stoics were wealthy. Seneca was a statesman with enormous fortune. Marcus Aurelius was an emperor. Epictetus, born a slave, eventually taught rich students. But here's the key. They never saw wealth as a guarantee of the good life. Seneca wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool." To the Stoics, money was a preferred indifferent. It's better to have it than not. But your virtue, your peace, your character must never depend on it. Wealth is a tool, and like any tool, it can build or it can destroy. 2. The danger of attachment. The Stoics warned against attachment to external things, wealth, fame, pleasure, because anything outside your control can be taken away. If your happiness depends on your bank account or status, then you're always one step away from misery. Epictetus put it plainly, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The problem isn't having money, it's when money has you, when it becomes your identity, your purpose, your sense of worth. You're no longer rich, you're enslaved. 3. Seneca's wealth test. Seneca asked himself a simple but powerful question: can I be happy without this? This is the Stoic wealth test. You may own something, a car, a house, a business, but if losing it would destroy your peace, then you don't own it. It owns you. Seneca practiced voluntary simplicity. He fasted. He dressed simply. He lived frugally for days at a time, despite being one of the wealthiest men in Rome. Why? To remind himself that true wealth is the ability to be content with little. 4. The richest man in the room. What does it mean to be truly rich? According to the Stoics, it's not about having the most. It's about needing the least. He is richest who is content with the least. Epictetus. Think about that. If you have peace, clarity, and self-control, no one can make you poor. But if you constantly need more to feel okay, more likes, more praise, more luxury, then no amount of money will ever satisfy you. The richest man in the room is not the one with the biggest wallet. It's the one who's free from neediness. 5. Wealth as a responsibility. Seneca didn't just talk about wealth. He questioned how it should be used. He believed that with fortune comes moral responsibility. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. In other words, when we expect money to bring us happiness, we set ourselves up to be crushed when it doesn't. The Stoics advised, use wealth to practice generosity, use it to support good causes, use it to buy time for reflection, not distractions. Wealth, rightly used, can be a force for virtue. Wrongly used, it becomes a path to vanity, vice, and ruin. 6. Gratitude over greed. One of the simplest Stoic habits is also the most transformative: gratitude. Instead of asking, "What am I missing?" they asked, "What do I already have?" Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus' gratitude is the antidote to greed. It teaches us to see abundance in what we already possess: a warm meal, a quiet walk, a loyal friend, a clear conscience. These are riches no money can buy and no thief can steal. 7. Building inner wealth. For the Stoics, the most important kind of wealth wasn't in your hands, it was in your soul. Courage, integrity, wisdom, discipline. These are the real treasures. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Modern life tells us to upgrade our phones, our homes, our wardrobes. Stoicism says, upgrade your character. Because when the markets crash, when fortune fades, when everything outside you is taken, all that's left is you. Make that person wealthy. 8. The balance. So now, can you be rich and stoic? Yes, but only if you're rich in the right things. Rich in self-restraint, rich in principles, rich in purpose, rich in peace. Wealth isn't wrong, but worshiping it is. Pursue excellence, not excess. Measure success by your character, not your income. Let money serve you, not define you. This is Stoic wealth, not about living poor, but living well. Here's your Stoic challenge. Don't just chase wealth. Build value. Value in how you live. Value in what you give. Value in who you become. Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus. They all knew real wealth doesn't shine, it endures.